focus of this week's session will be 1v1. 1 versus 1 situations are important to teach players to be able to beat an opponent to create opportunities to pass or shoot.
Key components of a 1v1. Keep the ball out of your feet while dribbling. Dribble the ball with speed. Keep the ball out of the defender's tackling range. Be confident and take the ball past your opponent into space. This is a simple 1v1 practice where players take turns to dribble around the markers positioned between them and their partner. Players are encouraged to concentrate on the key components mentioned earlier. This practice is called Beat the Markers. 4 markers are placed 12 to 15 metres opposite each other with a bank of markers or balls in the middle acting as a defender. 1 player from each pair dribbles towards their partner, taking the ball to the right hand side of the bank of markers in the process. Players are encouraged to try different feints or tricks if they wish. Coaches make sure players practice beating the defenders on both left and right hand sides. Coaches can increase the challenge of this practice by asking players to speed up their dribbling or by adding a defender rather than using markers. This practice is called 1v1 with 2 goals. In a grid of 20 metres by 30 metres, 2 small goals are placed at each end of the field on the back line. Players are split into 2 teams who line up behind a marker placed on the sideline at halfway. The coach is positioned with the balls between the 2 goals at one end of the field. On the coach's signal, 1 player from each team sprints around the corner marker and the nearest goal. The coach then serves the ball to the attacker, who must beat the defender before scoring in either of the 2 goals. Should the defender win the ball, they then attack the opposite 2 goals. The coach is able to increase the challenge of this practice by introducing a time limit or manipulating where he or she serves the ball. This practice is called 3v3 in channels. This game is played on a field 20 metres by 10 metres with markers dividing the area into 3 channels. The players are split into 2 teams with 1 player from each team positioned in each channel. The objective of the game is for players to beat their opponent and dribble the ball over the end line to score a goal. Teams are able to pass the ball to their teammates. However, players must remain in their designated channels to encourage 1v1 situations. If coaches need to make this practice easier for their players, they may consider increasing the size of the playing area or appointing a neutral player who can move across the grid and always plays with the team who has possession of the ball.